The swarm is growing.
We will grow stronger here.
Well, at least you two are confident. Greetings everyone, Adventures Infinity here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Starcraft 2, Heart of the Swarm. Now, last time, we learned that, or we awoke the great creature Zurvan, and he's told us in order to get the power that Kerrigan seeks, we need to become primal or pure Zerg. Quickly showing my mutations here, the important ones are really going to be the Zergling. I'm choosing Adrenal Overload because, well, we do need them to quickly respond to things, but they'll be able to do that with base speed anyway. And being able to attack more will actually help them more in this particular situation. And for Mutalisk, yes, we want Sundering Glaive, because of what we're going to be facing here. They're more of a threat to, or the threats that we'll be facing will be more towards things other than the Mutalisk, so Sundering Glaive will work well. And for Kerrigan herself, we actually want to adjust a few things. Actually, there's not a whole lot to adjust. I think the only thing I'm going to do is we're going to change to Improved Overlords. Because we don't really need respawning Zerglings. And Zerglings are going to be important, but not until, like, towards the end of the mission.
Travel to the birthplace of the Zerg. There, you will be tested. You may be torn apart. If your rage makes you strong enough, the power of Zerus will be yours.
Well, he isn't really lying, but he's not telling us everything either. But for this, we get the Swarm Host. It's a different unit than in multiplayer. In multiplayer, it just burrows and auto-spawns units to a certain point. This, it's kind of different, kind of like the Zerg Queen, but in this case, I think for the worse. Also, I've tried to turn the sound effects down a little bit, because I've noticed in the videos that the Banelings, in particular, tend to get a little overbearing compared to, like, when someone's talking. So I tried to adjust that. But yeah, the Swarm Host, at least the campaign version, I'm not a big fan of.
You have come to this place, seeking power.
Power to kill Mengsk. Tell me what I must do.
The power is more ancient even than I. It comes at great cost. What will you sacrifice to have your revenge?
Everything.
You must feel the power. It calls to you. Go to it.
Well, if you say so.
The Primal Zerg have been alerted to your arrival. They are coming for you.
Abathur, send me the creature you've been working on. The Swarm Host.
But they suck.
Adapted using primal essence. Spawns locusts to kill enemies.
Now, I'm not going to spend the
Push
whole
ahead.
episode harping on it, but oh well.
The swarm never rests.
Primal Zerg inbound. Root swarm hosts to begin spawning.
Yes? What?
Yeah.
Here they come. Warm hunger. Out with it. There's not much time.
So yeah, they operate like siege tanks, essentially. If you don't press this power yourself, this will be the range once they see an enemy that will spawn something.
Primal forces eliminated. Your path is clear.
Yeah, and they're only rooted, they're not burrowed,
Speak
so things can
quickly.
still attack them, which
The
is
swarm
rather
never
annoying.
rests.
Well, let's get on up
Let's get
here.
this over with.
The Improved
Nothing
Overlord
stands in
should
my
help
way.
the macro a bit.
You are close. The moment draws near. Is your hate still strong enough to make the necessary sacrifice?
It's a pool.
The first spawning pool. It existed before names. From this primordial place, the Zerg arose. Within, one essence split into many. One devoured another and became stronger. The first Zerg. Change yourself. Evolve. Transform. Transcend.
Recommendation: avoid pool. Catalytic fluid will overwhelm Queen's body. Not strong enough.
The Queen's hate is strong enough. And if I survive, it will remake me. I will become more powerful than the old Queen of Blades. Zagara, defend the Hive Cluster and the Chrysalis until I am done. Or dead.
Yes, my queen.
Alright. So yeah, this is a hunker down and defense mission. Alright, first things first, we want to defend the left side.
Unacceptable command.
And actually, one thing I want to do is I actually want to turn on a little feature. If we display the build grid, then one thing we can do is we can actually see this.
We need more swarm hosts. More from the lava at our hatchery.
I'm sure this will be enough, Zagara. Let's kind of spread them out like so. The initial ones we're going to have to use because of what we're facing. Now, I want to get a spire built and the other gas geysers going.
We require more minerals.
The remnants of Brack's forces gather nearby. They are preparing to attack the Hive Cluster.
Root our swarm hosts and crawlers by that entrance.
Yes, that's why we want to go over to the left. I'm going to have the Queen put a creep tumor over here to help with stuff later. And as soon as the chamber gets done, we're going to start upgrades. Okay, start getting some extra drones and gas, not a ton. Yeah, the Sundering Glaive on the Mutalisk will help with things like roaches and primal ultralisks. And right now, the most useful thing that the swarm hosts can do is have the locusts tank shots for the spine crawlers. For now, I want to start probably ground carapace as soon as I'm able to, but I'm not going to really break my back over it. Alright. Anyway. Showing the build grid actually allows stuff like this, where you can actually see, like, the orange tiles are spots where you can't really build on. Other than that, we want to now move everything to the right. Spoiler alert, we're going to be attacked from the right.
We must place that on.
Alright. That should go over there quite well. Let's have a Queen creep tumor over here. And we'll do a similar type of thing. I want to root like somewhat close to the cliff just so that Zerglings can't run up and attack these swarm hosts that easily, because the fact that they don't burrow makes them rather frail. Same right here. Okay.
I sense another pack of primal Zerg gathering across the basin.
Hear me, broken Zerg. You have killed Brack, but his pack survives. I claim their territory and their essence.
Okay. And then for now, I'm going to be spending all my gas on either upgrades or mutalisks, and then all my minerals on drones and spine crawlers.
The primal Zerg factions have engaged each other.
Let them kill each other. Our focus is protecting the Chrysalis.
Alright. We do want to make sure that we're getting a couple more mutas.
I have not forgotten you, broken pack. Your leader sleeps. She will not wake. My pack will feast upon your essence.
Cheery.
Yadra's pack is preparing to attack our hive cluster. Show these primals the fury of the swarm.
Okay. There's also this base over here, but honestly, I don't think it's worth the effort. You'd have to spend about as much resources to defend it as you would to actually, that you would actually get from it. Alright, let's have the Mutalisks come a little forward, because there's not a whole lot that actually threaten them. there are hydras, but they'll be able to kill those quickly enough. Or so I think. Once you have enough of them, you start being able to kill them quickly enough. Okay. Now, at this point, let's just do all 8 drones. That's going to put us 4 over. So let's build 4 more spine crawlers. And at this point, I want to split the swarm hosts. Actually, that one can stay there for now. Alright, let's get a couple more queens going, because we can build those at the same time as everything else, and a flock of mutas. Yeah, that's how improved overlords work. You build them immediately, they give 12 supply instead of 8. Pretty nice.
Broodmother Zagara have made important discovery. Primal essence collecting within pool. Can use spawn many locusts to defend hive cluster from primal attacks.
These primals are relentless. Spawn the locusts now. Kill them all.
Don't you think it's a little premature? But yeah, I want a group of queens to help heal, like the mutalisks and the spine crawlers. And the reason I want Sunder and Glaive is for things like the roaches and the ultras. Alright, come on, kill the ultra. Okay. Move back. Not quite getting all like I wanted. Okay. Have the queens hang out over there for a bit. Oh yeah, in all reality I should have summoned the locusts. Nah, it works. Okay, let's make a few more drones. And that should be enough to kind of spam what we need. There we go. More queens. And I want the queens over here to help heal stuff. Start making a few more crawlers on the right. Are the crawlers? Yeah, the crawlers are cheaper because you have to spend a drone to make it.
Yadra has sent a force of primal flyers to attack the chrysalis.
Okay, so we want to react over here first with the mutas, and then come over here to help these guys. Let's spawn the locusts. This is obviously a lot like
Essence collects quickly, use frequently.
yeah, this is obviously a lot like the all-in mission for Wings of Liberty. And it's appropriate because this is also probably the hardest mission in the game, at least in my opinion.
We require more this.
But it's a little easier. Drones. Okay. Want to make more spine crawlers. Let's make sure the queens are in place to actually get some healing done. You can get back through, right? Yeah, you can.
I sense a powerful presence. A massive primal.
Tyrannosaur, savage, extreme physical prowess, essence useful, must acquire.
No simple matter. To reach it, we must cross the battle between Brack and Yadra's packs.
With my upgrades, that should be barely enough to beat it. Okay, so while it's taking care of that... Oh yeah, we got it. And
Tyrannosaur sample acquired. Will research primal essences further.
Both packs are moving against us. Prepare for a pincer attack. The primals are constantly being reinforced. Find a way past them.
let's make that spore crawler a little closer. And we're actually gonna add more spore crawlers, because the, oh shoot! No!
The primals are attacking the chrysalis.
Essence collects quickly, use frequently.
So yeah, I messed up a little bit. I essentially did the same thing. Well, I haven't moved the swarm hosts back over yet, but My problem there was I actually want to finish this mission without having the chrysalis be hit, because that is another one of the achievements. Alright, let's make at least a couple more mutas, because I still want to do the Tyrannosaur in the same fashion that I did the other one. And the achievement that I got there was killing the Tyrannosaur within a minute of learning that it's there. So that's what that is about. And if you have Sundering Glaive on the Mutalisks, this is the other thing that Sundering Glaive helps with in this regard.
Yadra has sent a force of primal flyers to attack the chrysalis.
And then they can take care of the Tyrannosaur. I suggest when you attack that you actually cross in the place that the primals are in conflict, because that will actually make for they're kind of like distracted with each other. Alright, let's make sure we have more of those. I'm going to put the mutas on their own hotkey. I'm going to be able to press 2 to grab them. And the Tyrannosaur should be hopping in right about now. So yeah, if there's that whole line here, I would cross straight over where they are.
I sense a powerful presence. A massive primal.
Tyrannosaur, savage, extreme physical prowess. Essence useful, must acquire.
No simple matter. To reach it, we must cross the battle between Brack and Yadra's packs.
Tyrannosaur sample acquired. Will research primal essences further.
The primals are constantly being reinforced. Find a way past them.
Okay.
Mutation. Both packs are moving against us. Prepare for a pincer attack. The hive cluster is
Well, yeah. Oh, before I forget again.
cluster is under attack.
What I want to do is I actually want to reinforce the spore crawlers that are around. Because obviously that's one of the problems, is if you have the enemy mutalisks coming in and providing issue. Oh, come on. None of you planted? Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and spawn the locusts. This isn't like all in.
Our queen's metamorphosis is halfway complete. Maintain our defense.
Oh, the locusts show up as dark blue on the minimap, and I thought that those were an enemy at one point. Like, did they really break through one side? Oh, whoops, wrong tower. I want crawlers in front. Okay. So yeah, not as hard as all in, but it can get up there. A few spore crawlers over here, a few spore crawlers over there. If you end up with 4 or 5, you're in a pretty good spot. Now, the other thing that we're going to be concerned with is actually defending another location down here. Yes. Just like the Outbreak mission in Wings of Liberty, there's going to be another entrance that opens up. That's why these rocks are here. And yeah, there's no achievement for using the locusts like only once, so I would go ahead and use it pretty much anytime it pops up, because it's spine crawlers that you're not going to have to replace. And units that you're not going to have to replace either. Again, spending all my minerals on, or all my gas on mutalisks and some queens, and then all the minerals on extra defenses. Speaking of which, let's get a couple more queens started. And flyer upgrades are done at this point. I need to save up gas to get the melee attack upgrade. That's not going to be relevant until pretty much the end of the mission. I'm going to get a lot of Zerglings right at the end. That's the plan. Okay. They're going to be sending flyers. You need to watch the mini-map, and you can tell like what attacks are coming in. Like, I know this small group that was coming in on the side was flyers. And then just have the queen sitting behind the spine-crawler wall that's being attacked. Okay, let's get that melee attack upgrade. I'm not going to bother with missile attacks just because I'm not getting hydras. And queens aren't that useful to get upgrades for. Their main job is to heal. And they can also help out with the mutalisks, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and spawn locusts. Why not? I will want to kind of save it towards the end. Let's go ahead and get ourselves 12 drones on the way. Just so that we have excuse to fill out on spine crawlers over here. But yeah, I'm doing all this and I haven't even really gotten anything from the second base. This is just more of a liability than anything. One thing you can actually do that's kind of funny is you can spread the creep out from your base, and I should have been doing this in all reality, but one thing is like these this is the group that's coming in to break down these walls. One thing that's funny about the enemies is that they'll their programming, I think, has them going towards your structures. And oh, come on.
The primal Zerg are destroying the rocks near the chrysalis.
But yeah, the funny thing is that they're programmed to go after your structures, so they'll run across the map to go towards one of these structures that they think is there. Step on the spine or step on the creep tumor, and then realize, oh, I can't get through there. I better do something else, and then go running halfway across the map. So it's a bit of an interesting distraction. All right, let's add a few more spore crawlers in each spot. That should be enough, just because spore crawlers do bonus damage versus biological, which is what the mutas are, of course. Alright, this next pincer attack I'm definitely going to spawn locusts for it, but I want to start powering Zerglings now.
The chrysalis opens. Our queen is close to waking.
Yeah, and one of the other achievements is finishing this mission without the chrysalis even being damaged. That's probably the hardest thing to do. Alright, let's have the queens support on the right side, the mutalisks support on the left side. It's probably one of the easiest ways to do it. The better way would be to do half and half, but regardless. Now, at this point, I want a third macro hatchery just because Zerglings take a lot of larvae.
The primals have broken through the barricade. Defend the chrysalis.
Let's focus more spore crawlers on the right, just to be safe. Okay. Oh, I just forgot to use the spawn locusts. Oh well. And yeah, the swarm host's not doing anything more than spawning stuff to prevent the spore crawlers from being hurt. Let's actually grab the queens. I'm gonna split them up. 3, 3, and 4 sounds good. And I'm also going to split up the mutalisks. Let's put them in control group 1. Let's make a new control group 2. Okay, that's about half and half. Okay. And then now I want to put the Zerglings on a separate hotkey. I'm going to make that 3. And we're going to just leave the mutalisks standing on either side. And we're going to control just the Zerglings. This is how I'm going to manage the multiple bases here. Alright, once you notice that there's too many, that's funny.
My pack is strong. We claim essence. We devour. The The broken Zerg remain. Collect their essence. Kill!
The primals have broken through the barricade. Defend the chrysalis.
The broken Zerg remain. Collect their essence. We devour. The broken Zerg remain. Collect their essence. Kill! The broken Zerg remain. Collect their essence. Kill!
Yandra's forces are gathering. They are converging upon the hive cluster. Mineral field depleted.
Alright. And we'll have our Zergling group. This is the only group that we're going to control. And this is just the guard group for the Chrysalis. If anything happens to get through any of the sides, this will be the group to sit there and at least tank damage, if not be able to deal with the problem. Spending all my actual, or spending all my larvae on Zerglings. Okay, now let's actually spawn some locusts. Nah, that was probably a bit premature, but it'll help with the waves a bit. Spine crawlers are still looking good. This mission is actually going a lot easier than I remember it going. But yeah, I could have done more work to spread the creep out and confuse their AI, but it's honestly not that worth it if you can't do it. Keep adding that to group 3. And usually, when you just leave units sitting there, they'll have a tendency to go out and attack things, and then fly back. Or at least the mutas will. Let's make some replacement mutas. Put 3 over here, 3 over there.
Defend the Chrysalis. The swarm will prevail.
Looks like it might be the bottom side that breaks, if anything. The left and right sides are doing pretty well. It's probably just because I didn't put that many mutas over here. Alright. More mutas. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're send more mutas to support either side. Let's actually control-click, control all the Zerglings, put them in the same group. Again, just standing guard for the Chrysalis. Oh, and... well, I'll take care of that later. There's another Easter egg here. Whoa. Kerrigan's hair. Whoa. Jim's not going to be happy about this. Oh, dang. You saw that on the right, right? Awesome. Okay. So what did we miss? Oh, killing a bunch of enemies with the spawn locusts. So they encourage you to use the spawn locusts a lot. But yeah, can't touch this Chrysalis for having the Chrysalis take no damage. If you do the muta defense strategy that I was doing, should be simple enough. And yeah, you can bump down to normal to do this if you want. The mastery achievement is the one for killing the Tyrannosaur, so doing that on at least hard, there you go. Did all that on brutal though, so this strategy should work for the lower difficulties even better. But now, while I redo this again and just spam the spawn locusts, I want to show one other Easter egg. Fly, my pretties, fly!
The Chrysalis opens. Our queen is close to waking.
That should be at least somewhat close. 67, 71. You can track the kills on the Chrysalis itself. There we go. Epic meal time. If I had used it during that one pincer attack, probably would have helped. But the Easter egg I wanted to show as a lot of your overlords go up here. There's that strange creature again, looking from over the cliff. It's studying us, apparently. But yeah, there we go. Let's get back to the Leviathan now.
Isha, what is a primal Zerg doing on my Leviathan?
I am Dehaka, one who collects. I kill. I take essence. Now I come to you because I feel your change. All Zerus feels it. All Zerus fears it. And you.
But you don't fear me, do you, Dahaka?
You shine. You will bring more essence, and I will follow. When you do not, I will not.
Well, I've forged alliances on shakier ground than that. Very well, you can stay. Betray me and I'll collect your essence.
Yes.
Alright then. You get an interesting new character. I guess he just doesn't know fear. Like, literally. Not that he's brave or anything, he just doesn't fear.
Do you think the remaining pack leaders will join me now?
They are a rock, a tree, a hill. They will stand against the wind. They seek power.
And you?
I am a river. I will flow. I seek essence.
Well, the pack leaders have no chance against the swarm now.
They gather essence for thousands of years. They are blinded, but they are not foolish.
Alright then. Hungry and fearless. In the literal senses, not the, like, virtue senses.
I look like the leader of the swarm now. Perhaps this will help bring more brood mothers back into the fold.
You were the true leader of the swarm yesterday, and you will be tomorrow. Your appearance does not matter.
Perhaps not to you. The Terrans will not be so understanding.
Well, you were accusing her of just being a frail Terran before. Although I suppose Abathur has given you a bit more strength than that.
I feel a power like nothing I've known before.
Maybe I guess not strength, but better perception, I guess.
You radiate so much power, more than the old Queen of Blades ever did.
Everything is different. I could always hear the swarm, control it. But now, I feel the swarm. Now I am the swarm.
Wielding it like a limb more than a tool, I guess.
You have been reborn, a primal pack leader of boundless power.
I feel as if I can rip worlds apart.
And are you the equal of Amon, who once controlled you?
He never controlled me. I felt an influence. A trace of something dark but long gone. Amon must have died before I was infested.
I hope it is so, for he truly could rip worlds apart.
Very ominous. Okay. Yeah, lots of fun stuff this mission. Now, for Swarm Host mutations, this is where I kind of get fed up with the way the Swarm Host works, at least right now. Their evolution makes them a bit manageable. But yeah, one of their mutations is Burrow. In my opinion, I think it should have they should have just been able to burrow from the start and then just rebalance around that, but whatever. You can also get rapid incubation to make them go farther, or, yeah, the locusts travel faster. And then make it so that the locusts can attack ground and air. As it stands, they can only attack ground. But yeah, that's the Sormos. Probably not going to be seeing a lot of it until like the final missions.
Genetic strands different. Restructured from base level up. Stronger than Queen of Blades. Sequences complex but clean. Completely different at core.
Yes, I am different. I am my own master. When the Zelnaga artifact made me human again, it cleansed me of Amon's influence. And that allowed me to become something greater.
Must take sample. Study new sequences.
Don't even try, Abathur. What I am now is beyond your comprehension.
Difficult to admit. New structure beyond understanding. Will return to work.
He's like, alright, fine, I get it. But yeah, turns you back into a human just so you could turn back into a Zerg again. Although I suppose that's what happens when you have the Zerg campaign after the human one. But there we go. Can't adjust Kerrigan's powers yet because it's scripted for the next mission, but we will get to that then. How we flaunt our new power, we'll find out next time. Until then, this is Adventures Infinity signing out. Take it easy.
This is my destiny.
That it is. You're always destined to be a disgusting Zerg bug.